Hello everybody, JaffaArchfiend here, and well, we're now on to the next part of the Omicron's Beast Tribe questline. So going from the Respected to the next level for the Gathering quest. So let's hit the Restaurateur's Guide to the Dragon Star. The reason I'm calculating is because that's obviously a reference to the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Universe, or Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy even. I'm just going to shoot myself for that. No, I'm not. Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy is the reference here. Which makes sense, given that we are a restaurant, or a cafe at the moment, at the end of the universe. So, we're myths of status, thriving. According to recent scans, the Aya also emit pleased vibrations. I don't want to know what scans you took to get that, buddy. They aren't the only ones. Members of quite a few civilizations have been enjoying watching the Mew Mew's frolic, and customer satisfaction has risen accordingly. On that note, it is just about time for our regular rounds at the cafe. Care to join? Of course. We get the dragons. This should be interesting to see what exactly we get here for dragons appearing. Alright, jamming away. As you can see, the last dregs is now patronized. Not sure how to pronounce that one in this context. By entities of all ages, and we have expanded our beverage range to accommodate both the young and the very, very old accordingly. Now that the Muses and the Aya have settled in, the timing to introduce new patrons is optimal. As a matter of fact, I was just thinking the same. We've had such good luck with the Aya, it only seems natural to invite the dragons next. They too are residents in Ultima Thule after all. Ah, yeah, invite the dragons to the restaurant being run by the Omicrons. This is going to go well. Shall this unit scan your cranial cavern for irregularities? We Omicrons are the dragon's mortal enemies. They would not willingly break bread or any other substance with us. Projections indicate they may be traumatized by the very suggestion. Are you worried about them? How endearing. Yet if Ultima Thule is to move forward, its people cannot remain mired in conflicts of the past. It would befoul the dynamists for one thing, and bugger up our hard work. You must learn to live in harmony. Acknowledged, but this unit will excuse itself from promotional efforts. The probability of the Dragon Star's life forms reacting adversely to Omicron presence in their territory exceeds acceptable parameters. Fair. Parameters, but maybe risky, but the dragons are to believe the Omicrons have turned over a new leaf. I can think of no better ambassador. You may not be able to rewind time and unconquer the Dragon Star, but you can certainly strive to do better in the future we're creating. Dynamis makes the impossible possible. You said so yourself. Encouragement tentatively internalized. This unit will attempt to serve as an ambassador for peace. Then it's off to Raytara we go. Raytara we go. Where did the V come from in that? Alright, let's try and keep an eye out for any of the little Muppets in gold. Teleport. Hello, something seems to be forming here. Not sure if that looks new. Well, he's not scrap metal. Beleaguered dragon. Well, talkative sword, isn't he? Good perpetual evening, good sir, madam, or other. Can I interest you in a hot cup of coffee? This unit has detected an additional hurdle to fulfilling the current objective. Excuse me, can I interest you in anything? Anything at all? Hello? Ignoring me won't make me go away. Just that head turn. It's like, ignoring me won't make me go away. I wondered how a tuft of floss did come to clamour so, but 'tis no more than one of thy strange companions. This explaineth much. Wilt thou not leave me to my slumber? So long have I been weary. We have just the thing for that. Coffee. No, that's the exact opposite of what you want to give to someone who wants to go back to sleep. Delectable cuisine as well. Why not stop by the Last Dregs and see what the civilizations of Ultima Thule are raving about? I realize you may have complicated feelings about my Omicron friend here, but we would nevertheless offer you a place to eat, drink, and be merry. Art thou attempting to provoke me? No, I suppose it matters not. Neither grief nor hate stir within me, for my flame hath long since flickered and died. The news that you do not wish to inflict vengeful obliteration upon the Alphatron star should be welcome. However, this unit finds it unexpectedly difficult to process. Are you certain you do not desire revenge? Not even Omicron? It may be advisable to gnaw on this unit in the name of experimentation, lest your conclusion be premature. Are you offering yourself to be eaten? To what end? The destruction of a single machine changeth not, meaneth not. Aye, we dragons once revelled as thou wouldst have me do. In the mountain's shadow did we gather to sing, yet even our melodies are not but memory now. If I no longer weep for the silence machine, why dost thou believe I have aught to spare for thee? Ooh, this is a problem. Dragons of the Ultima Thule are the ultimate depression. Conversational difficulty levels critical. This unit requests permission to retreat. Not so fast. The Corellians' apocalyptic aggression didn't stop us, and neither will this dragon's depression. You are an aggressive little lopper, aren't you? You're a wee aggressive bunny. All of our patrons have needed a little help in learning to hope again. It's just a matter of discerning what they value and how to provide it. Fortunately, we have the great Jaffa at our side. Hey, what? I have heard tell that you have no little experience with treating with dragons. And though the dragons here may not recall their passions, if the Dragonstone War is any indication, their brethren on Theris possess no such problem. Sure, there is at least one dragon of your acquaintance with whom we can consult. There's a few. Vitra will explain in terms we can understand. Vidofnir is wise and has been kind to me. Who do we go to talk to? Vitra or Vidofnir? Let's go with Vidofnir. I mean, they were in the Dragonstone War, so they would probably be of use in this regard. Vidofnir it is, then. As a leader of our people and an arbiter of peace, she must have some advice about disagreeable dragons. And she doesn't sound like the sort to let her elders on the Dragonstar wallow for eternity. Aetheris' historical records are not registered to this unit's database, but the proposed course sounds logical as described. It is statistically probable they will not welcome assistance from a former enemy. This unit believes that we must restore hope to dragonkind. And it's decided. Do we need to pack chassis wax or what? Or anything? This unit must remain in Ultima Thule to ensure the smooth operation of the last dregs whilst allied life forms are away. However, a portable communications drone can be dispatched for the journey. Okay, we're about to see if anything from here can actually be taken there. How convenient. Let us make for Annex Train post-haste. Alright, off to Annex Train. Annex Train, Annex Train. I don't recall them ever voicing how this place is pronounced, so could go either way. Alright, where's the hole? There's the hole. Vidofnir! We've got a very strange request for you. Dost thou ever rest, little one? Thou hast brought salvation to the star, yet thy countenance bespeaks submission. Yeah, I've got a weird one for you, Vidofnir. Oh, that is just cute. The will of the star hath blessed thee with charming companions. Yet to think I should meet one of the machines that drove my grandsire from the Dragonstar. 'Tis like unto a bedtime fable. Fear not, for I shall not rebuke thee. Thou wouldst not be the first to call an old foe friend. 'Tis the fate of the dragons that concerneth me. To condemn them to an empty existence forevermore would be cruel indeed. This unit did not expect to find you so pleasant. Alive, it is difficult to locate the proper lexical data. Jammingway shared much data about the dragons of Aetheris during the journey, but this unit struggles to process that those who embrace an ageless existence upon the star are of the same species as the lifeforms we encountered in Ultima Thule. Your dragons too faced countless battles and great suffering, yet they emerged whole. This unit wonders how much can be attributed to faith in our allied units, and how much to resilience of their hope, or if these two variables are one and the same. Probably a bit of both. Which brings us back to our purpose here. Is there anything we can say to the dragons of Ultima Thule that might open their hearts to embrace hope once more? My sire Hraesvelgr oft spoke of Midgard Solmer's tales of the Dragonstar, for from these memories was our Som Al born. "'Tis mine understanding that the Dragonstar possessed a sacred peak resplendent, and 'twas my grandsire's longing for its heights that drew him to nest upon Aetheris. Mine ancestors doubtless felt its loss as keenly, yet their despair hath given way to exhaustion. The memory 'tis but a dull ache in their hearts." Oh, sorry, do we need to make a mountain? We have to literally make a mountain to get this molehill sorted. "Restore to them memory untainted by bitterness, and they may yet be inspired as my grandsire once was. Words, however, shall not suffice." If not words, what about taste? We've managed to evoke joyful recollections via soup before. Surely we can do the same for the dragons. We're going to need a bigger bucket. Previous customer data supports this hypothesis. However, dragons do not possess a culinary tradition as such. As with the Grebulovs, we must think outside standard parameters. Oh, I believe I have precisely what we need. Among the recipes provided to us by our Charlian collaborators is one from Ishgard, a dessert resembling Samal. If that's not outside standard parameters, I don't know what is. We're really going to make them a Samal pie or something like that. A curious proposal, but thou art welcome to attempt it. Southwest of Annex Shrine lies lustrous minerals, their sheen not unlike those of the Dragonstar's peaks. Collect them with my blessing. Sounds like we shall be gazing upon a resplendent and edible peak in no time. This unit requests that you return to Last Dregs before initiating baking protocols. The utility of this drone's tiny digits is limited. Right, I'll go grab the minerals. The little twirl. Like I said, this is a weird one for you, Fidofnir. I can only imagine what this would be like if we went to Virtra. That's something that I'll have to check later. I wonder, did Mione go with Vitra or did they go with Vidofnir? Because I know, but probably by now they've done a video on this. So, then again, I think they only look at the rewards. I don't think they looked at the quest line. Let me take a look at that later. And unfortunately, I don't have another character at this stage of the Omicrons just yet either, so I can't, check it myself with a quick hop over. Alright. Let's get mining for chunks of pure green quartz. As colourful and lustrous as the mountains of the Dragonstar, or so Midgard Solmer told Hraesvelgr told Vidofnir, anyway. Wait, hold on, I don't need to do that. Let's get the rest of these as fire crystals, because I probably need that. Alright, and back to the dragons. Back to Ultima Thule. Oh, nope, don't need to complete that just yet. Off to the last dregs. Alrighty. Drone battery low. This unit has returned to the charging station despite jamming away's protests. I said, what were your protests? We do try to make our dishes visually appealing, but this will be our greatest challenge yet. I do hope the dragons appreciate it. Nothing about the wee mini N7000. Okay. Ingredients consistent with Dragonstar environmental records. Please initiate baking protocols. Consider them initiated. Dessert is go! Dessert. There we go. Remember, machine. 'Tis only at the purported request of my kin across the expanse that I humour thee. Do not test my patience over lawn. We wouldn't dream of it. Now, if you'll come this way. I do wonder where we're going to be. Oh, God. That's literally a bite. Ooh. Thy tiny hands wrought this for my sake. That is adorable. Yes. Jaffa's less tiny hands and N7000 spinny whatsits also helped. We worked hard to make it as much like the holy peak of the Dragonstar as possible. Do you like it? I can't tell if that's a good grumble or not. 'Tis difficult to say. My palate recalleth not what flavours once appealed. Visually, however, I see it. The peaks dividing the Dragonstar in twain, bright clouds to shroud them. I feel the wind upon my scales, and I remember. Way! A passing strange place, this. Yet for the newfound bond with my distant kin, and these memories gifted unto me, I am grateful. The gesture hath touched me, of that be certain. You feel better? It's alright to miss home. Everyone does, sometimes. Indeed, how beautiful it was, our Dragonstar. How joyfully its winds did brace our wings. I should like my kin to remember those days, no longer to mourn them, but dream of them once more. Aww. This unit is pleased to hear of your spiritual revival. However, it would be remiss of this unit to not remind you that our establishment employs a large Omicron staff. Your kin would be most welcome to join you, but would this not be intolerable to them? Metal warrior, thou art not the same as thou once were. No more are we. I know not what to make of this future, but I would linger no longer in the past. That is why you created this place, is it not? Logic circuits complete. Threat level nominal. Business status booming. However, this unit is experiencing an anomalous overflow. Conditions mathematically insufficient to generate current levels of mission satisfaction. Further analysis required. Initializing additional processors. Are you sure you aren't just happy? You know, like a squishy-wishy organic life form? An illogical life form such as yourself could not begin to understand this unit's internal workings. Terminating interaction. Goodbye. Don't you dare go into sleep mode, coward! We cannot let N7000's emotional dysfunction distract from our success. To Elysian, we'll drag it there if we must. I mean, he's just kind of hovering there, so you could just push him along. Or the dragon could pick them up in its teeth. N7000 did offer to be nibbled on earlier. Alright, there we go. Okay, no need to nibble. Who would have thought that the key to hope in the universe would be a cafe at the end of the universe? Oh, God. The madness of Final Fantasy. I'm happy, you're happy, the dragon is happy. There's nothing anomalous about being happy. Please refrain from vibrating your vocal organs. This unit will continue processing anomalous satisfaction levels once Elysian status has been verified. Alright, let's see what we got. I'm suspecting mountains of some description. Ooh. Yep. Oh god, that's a big ass mountain there. Eggs! Oh! Oh! We have a freaking creche! The twin peaks of the Dragon Star. A wee crush of eggs. I do hope that winds bless yonder peak. Yo, you little love, it's a little mimis you've. Yeah. Babby, meet Granddaddy, or Mommy, or whatever. Dragons don't really actually have a thing. Yes, seriously, Final Fantasy XIV dragons do not have, you know, gender specifics or anything. Inspiration has touched the dragon's hearts and given form to a nostalgic vista from the Dragon Star. Yet still there is room for Elysian to grow and change. What other hopes will the power of Dynamis bring to life? Seriously, they reproduce asexually. That's how Midgard Sormer was able to flee with just 7 eggs. Was able to flee with 7 eggs of their own, and boop! What a majestic sight that was, and so pointy. Harmony between dragons and Omicrons defies any and all prior projections. A rousing success, then. Given historical events, it should not be possible per the laws of the universe. Only in Ultima Thule could such a thing occur. In that case, I better not hear you question our potential ever again. This is definitive proof that we can do anything if we put our minds to it, no matter what your projections say. I was created by someone too, you know, but I don't believe that being artificial makes our experiences any less worthwhile. We're here, we're making a difference. Have a little faith. That's what living is all about. This unit did not realize you were plagued by similar existential doubts, though it does explain your desire to pry into psyches you do not understand. Nevertheless, this unit will produce noises of generalized validation. Well, good. We've created a miracle here today, as well as new bonds between dragonkind that span time and space. I propose we bask in that glory for a while. I haven't seen Goldie Boy floating around anywhere. Reputation up. We're now honored. Let's see what we get at honored, shall we? Dragonstar Omicron. Some kind of tart? Let's go see what this looks like. Let's see what this Dragonstar Omicron looks like, shall we? Alrighty, and let's stick it up here. So, housing. Oh, it's basically what we just made. So what we've basically just made, we can now... Neat! Okay, put that back in inventory. I've got a better spot to put you. But, nice! Oh yeah, welcome to my house. I have an in-game house, finally! Anywho, so that's us now at Honored rank. Next one is going to be... Ooh, that's going to take a while. At 60 rep a go. Ooh. 1320 divided by 60. Going to need 22 quests, and at about 3 quests a go. Give about a week. So it's probably going to be a week from now. So, JaffaArchfiend, catch you all later.